Hi, Dan Worth here. Now, the Apple iPhone and the iOS operating system have been on the market for quite a few years now, but there's still a few sort of hidden tips and tricks you can use on the system that you may or may not know about, but we thought it'd be worth showing just so you're aware of how to get the most out of the system. Now, the first thing I'm going to show you is how to make your own keyboard shortcuts. This is quite a nifty tool. So you go into Settings, and we'll start from the main Settings menu. So you start in Settings and you go to General, then scroll down to Keyboard. And at the bottom here is shortcuts. Now, actually, the one already pre-built in is On My Way, so you just tap OMW, but you can make your own. So if we say, let's say the phrase sounds good when you're agreeing to meet in the pub or for a meeting, whatever it might be. So sounds good, and the shortcut, we'll just make it SG, and we'll save that. And now, if we go to, say, Notes, just to show how this works, and type SG, and there you go, your shortcut pops up, you hit space, and it's in the system, which is good. It works in messages as well. Now, another trick which leads on nicely from this is if you've written your message and then decide actually you don't want to send it and you don't want to have to delete it by just endlessly hitting the delete key, you can just shake the screen and up will pop this box here, undo typing, we hit that and it's gone. It's a nice quick easy way of just deleting a message rather than say using backspace endlessly or having to select and copy and all that. Now, another little trick, just a nice time-saving thing, something that's quite swish to do, is if you're in Safari or works on messages as well and you're scrolling down a page, you get to the bottom and you think, actually I want to go back to the top and do another search or click on something else. If you just hit the little black sort of gap in the bar at the top there, it will just zing to the top for you automatically. Share that again, just scroll down, hit the black bit at the top there, just get it right, and there you go, right back to the top. Nice quick easy way of just getting to the top of the page quickly. Now, another good one, you probably know this, but it's always worth reminding if you don't, is just take a screenshot, always a handy tool, is you just hit the power button at the top, the control button at the bottom together, white flash, and that photo is saved to your camera roll. And another good little camera trick, if you're not sure about this one, is if we open up the camera application, you can take a photo obviously by just touching the screen to focus and then pressing the button at the bottom. Pressing the camera button at the bottom there. Or you just hit one of the volume control buttons on the side like this, which gives a more stable shot that way. Or if you're holding it in landscape, it's actually a more natural way of just taking a photo. Obviously, or the other way around on the top like that, almost like more of a camera style. That's a nice little extra little thing to know. And another, finally, a nice little trick as well. The times when you don't want the screen to orientate, if you just double tap your control button at the bottom, brings up the little icon bar like that. Scroll to the left, and there's a little button here with an arrow. Hit that, and it's now locked. So now the screen, if we're in where's Safari? We go open Safari, and we try and rotate it. It won't do it. So that's quite useful if you're just sort of trying to read in a certain orientation. You don't want to sort of get the phone just sort of jumping around because it thinks you're turning the phone in a certain way. So there you go, some handy little tips for you there for the iOS system. If you know any others, then let us know in the comments box below, and hopefully that's proved helpful.